Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 Acura ILX. This one is the A Spec trim, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood they're going to be one engine choice. It's a 2.4 liter naturally aspirated engine. It's connected to an 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, and the horsepower numbers are 201, the torque numbers are 180, and the fuel economy numbers are pretty impressive. 24 in the city, 34 highway, and 28 combined. So if you guys are interested in this color is called Apex Blue, and it looks phenomenal on this ILX, and I think it's exclusive to the A Spec. But coming to the front, guys, love the way how this ILX looks, and this is how the new TLX is actually going to look like. So basically this is a mini or the baby new TLX. Here are the dual headlights that Acura uses, and right underneath the headlights they're going to be, of course, the daytime running light, and then the turn signal indicator is LED, and it's right on top of the headlights. And all the way in the bottom there are going to be some LED fog lights as well. So everything's LED right here in the front. Underneath there are going to be some fake honeycomb grille, and I love the chrome, blacked out chrome right here around the honeycomb grille. It is fake, but I just love the way how the fog lights look. And in the middle, of course, this is Acura slim grille, looks super nice. And right inside this Acura badge, which is massive, and I think it looks pretty good. You could see this ILX coming from far away, and you could tell that that's an Acura because this badge is super big. But it does have all the sensors inside of it, all the safety features, which is Acura Watch. Down here, this is functional, and I love the gloss black right here. So here is the side view of the ILX. Love the way how this ILX looks like, and it is based on a Civic platform, so it's gonna be around the same size of a Civic. But anyways, guys, love the way how this looks from the side. Love that black spoiler all the way in the back, but I'm gonna show you that when I get back there. For the rims are finished in this shark gray color. That's what Acura calls their wheel colors on their A Specs. But the size of them are 225, 40, 18. They are just the perfect size, and the color just goes really good with this blue. On the fender, they're going to be an A Spec badge, and for the mirror, it does not have any turn signal indicators, but it does have this blind spot. And around the window sills, I'm not exactly sure why they're chrome. I wish they were blacked out or had this blacked out chrome around the window sills, but that's super weird. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll go ahead and show you the back of this ILX. So here is the back of the ILX, and the TLX, the 2021, will be the same exact as the ILX, but it's going to be, of course, a little bit stretched out, and it's going to be wider, of course, but it's going to have the same exact taillight design, and it looks pretty good in person. Probably on camera and pictures don't look that good, but once you see this ILX in person, it looks actually pretty good. Here is the blacked out spoiler, finished in gloss black. Looks pretty good. A Spec all the way to the left, of course Acura in the middle, and right underneath Acura there's going to be a backup camera right here. ILX all the way to the right, and here is a button to open the trunk. In the bottom portion, this is all gloss black, and I love the fact that the bottom portion of the bumper is finished in gloss black. There are going to be some reflectors right here on the right, and of course another one on the left. For the exhaust tip, it's connected to the exhaust pipe, so there's no fake exhaust tips. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. All you have to do is just go ahead and click on this button, and that will take care of opening the trunk. There is another button on the key, and there is one inside, but let me go ahead and show you the key. So here is the key for the ILX. Feels very nice and solid. It's going to have 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, and a panic button, and a physical key inside of it, and Acura emblem in the back of this key. To open the trunk, just go ahead and hold down this button, and it will basically open the trunk just like this. It does not have automatic trunk release. So for a small car, there is a decent amount of space. I would say if you have a Civic It's very similar to a Civic. Here are some basically handles to drop down the seats. So if you pull them just like this, you'll be able to drop down the seats. And there is actually one of these. So the seats are not 60/40. They are just basically a full seat that will drop down. Underneath, they're going to be the kit for the fixed flat kit, but there is no spare tire right here in the back, and there is some storage places like right here, and I think it's missing something. Probably it's missing the fuel filler and a few more things, but basically inside this trunk there is a good amount of space. But let's go ahead and move inside this ILX and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of it. So here is the door handle. It does have a sensor right behind it. That's how you unlock the doors. And to lock them, just go ahead and click on this button and that will take care of locking all the doors. So here is the door panel, and honestly guys, the door itself and the actual car itself is a little bit on the lower side. So basically I have to go down a little bit to be able to film this door. But anyways guys, right here, this top portion is nice and soft. I wish it had a different style, but I just like the fact that there's red and black in this A Spec, and you could actually option the A Spec with a black interior if you want to. Love the stitching right here, and here is some black stitching, more of that black stitching right here on the armrest. The armrest itself feels actually pretty hard. I'm not exactly sure why it's too hard. Here is the door handle. It is a little bit on the lighter side, and here are some memory seats. Auto for the two front windows, door locks and mirror controls, a small bottle holder and barely any space inside. On the bottom portion is plastic, which is expected. So here are the seats, and all I can say is that those seats look phenomenal. Love the Alcantara in the middle, or the suede, and this is leather. This is like suede or Alcantara. Basically it grips you and you don't slide around, so it's nice and grippy. Power seats right here, and I just love the black piping right here. I wish that black piping went all the way down here around, or in the bottom section of the seat. It's only on the top section of the seat. So inside this TLX, it honestly feels pretty spacious, and I did not expect it from a small car. And probably the only reason it feels spacious in here is because of this middle console is lower, so it doesn't feel like the car is smaller. But anyways guys, coming to the steering wheel will have some red stitching on it. An A Spec right here, which is a very nice touch. I wish it was flat bottom, but it doesn't matter. It looks pretty good, and I love the way how it looks. It's a little bit on the skinnier side or thinner side, and it doesn't have 10 and 2 grip, which is expected for a small car. And if you guys are interested about the price, it's $29,000. The gauges look pretty nice, and I love the black accents in them. All the way to the left, they're going to be the Acura watch settings or buttons. And here is the lane keep assist, brake assist, traction control button, and some trim right here. They did not really need to put any trim right here, but they did, which is very good. Here is the steering wheel. As I said, it looks pretty good. It's going to have paddle shifters on it. All the way to the left are going to be the volume controls and the channel controls, Bluetooth controls right here. And here is the cruise control with the Acura watch, lane keep assist, and adaptive cruise control. Here is the reset button to reset your trip A and B, and this button is actually to go through some menus right here in this small screen. And all the way to the left are going to be, of course, the headlight controls and the turn signal controls. To the right, wiper controls, and here is the start stop button. And I really like the fact that the engine start stop button is located in a better place than the TLX. So in the ILX, they're going to be 2 screens, just like the MDX and the TLX. Not a big fan of those 2 screens. I think the top one is an 8-inch screen and the second one is a 7-inch. They're not touch screen, none of them are touch screen. And the top one is going to be basically the fuel economy and that's how you connect your phone and do all these kind of stuff. At the bottom one is going to be the climate control. Basically, you'll know basically when you change the climate, it will basically display the temperatures right there and the fan speed and everything. And this is the radio as well, so when you click on this button, basically it will tell you what's playing on the radio. Here are some few hard buttons. Here is the climate control, very easy to use, dual climate control, and as I said, very easy to use. Here is the 8-speed automatic transmission that will control the ILX. It's a dual clutch 8-speed automatic transmission. It does have a sport mode, and right in front of it there are going to be heated seats. There's no cooled seats in this ILX. There's a low setting and a high setting, and there is a small storage place right here. You could barely put anything inside, but it's nice and deep. Probably you could just put a small wallet or a phone inside. Here is a handbrake, and I like the red stitching on the gear shifter and the handbrake, but I'm not a big fan of the manual brake. I wish there was an electronic e-brake. 2 cup holders, very good size, and love the brushed aluminum around them. Here is the middle console. You have to click on this button to open the middle console, or the armrest I should say. An aux, 12 volt, and a USB, and there is a good amount of space inside this armrest, but the armrest itself is very, very hard. I'm not exactly sure why it's not padded. Up top, there's going to be the mirror, and the mirror itself is a little bit on the thicker side. I wish it was a tiny bit thinner, but it's not that bad. Up top, there's going to be some LED lights, which is expected, of course. They look a little bit on the halogen lights, or maybe they're a little bit warm. Here is the moonroof, and here is a button to basically control the lights when to open or turn off whenever the doors are closed or open. Here is the visor, very nice and very solid, and you could actually open it like this and you could extend it. And there is a mirror inside with some lights. Anyways guys, inside this ILX, it feels very small from the outside, but from the inside it feels nice and spacious. And again, probably because of this middle console, maybe because it's too low, so it just makes it feel like that there is a lot of space inside here. So here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. Nice and soft up top. Door handle feels the same as the front, a little bit on the cheaper, lighter side. Here is some red leather. This is nice, and it's nice and soft. It's not just hard leather. Black stitching right here. The armrest feels harder than this portion of the door. I'm not exactly sure why this is harder than this. Here is the window control, a small place to grab the door to close it. This is plastic, which is expected. Here is the speaker. I wish it was there was like brushed aluminum finish around it. Here are the back seats, and the back seats are the same as the front. I love the fact that Acura did not cheap out for the back seats. It has that suede material in the back. They're going to be an armrest, 2 cup holders, and this is so soft, which is very, very good. No AC vents in the back. And this back seat, I would say it's about 70% all the way to the back, and there is still a good amount of leg room right here and a good amount of headroom inside. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Manny and Acura By Executive here in North Haven, Connecticut. If you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put their information in the description of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.